must be the Tarnished. I am Ansbach. Formerly in service to Lord Mohg, but now, like you, another soul guided by kindly Mikola. I'm hardly the steady hand I once was. My fighting days are far behind me, which is why I have chosen to dedicate myself to investigation, to discern Tender Mikola's ultimate purpose. I'd rather not volunteer service to a new master unless I know that I can be of use. May I request a service of you? 6 crosses, identical to this one, have been discovered in these lands. They are akin to Tender Mikola's footprints, or gravestones, which mark what he's left behind. If you discover any more crosses, be certain to tell me. I presume you, too, are keen to know just what kind Mikola is doing here.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that Tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Won't we all? I am Freyja. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own. Oh, there you are. Good. If you happen to see Lady Leda, tell her that I'm striking out on my own. Don't worry. I've no mind to cross any of you. The guidance of kind Mikola remains etched into my very flesh. It's only... there's something that I must know. Kindly Mikola spoke of the vow he once made with General Radahn, and it is here the vow shall be honored. I am a Redmane. I must know the nature of the vow. I'll be out on my own for some time. There's something I must know. There is no need for concern. I will be true to my word. Though I do feel a hint of regret. Lady Leda and Honorable Ansbach are of a special breed. How glorious it would have been had we met in battle as sworn enemies.
Kindly Mikola has discarded his great rune. The fog that vexed my aging faculties has been lifted, and follies better left forgotten haunt me once again. Once, in an attempt to free Lord Mohg from his enchantment, I challenged Tender Mikola, only to have my own heart rather artfully stolen. I knew not how weak I was. I believed that with sufficient mastery, even an Empyrean would be within reach of my blade. I could not have been more mistaken. Mikola the Kind is a monster, pure and radiant. He wields love to shrive clean the hearts of men. There is nothing more terrifying. Righteous Tarnished, Mikola the Kind makes my blood run cold. I am loath to admit it. But even at this very instant, I wish to run very far away indeed. Righteous Tarnished. It's been some time. There was one thought I could not dislodge from my mind. So, here I am, quite unable to move on. After Lord Mohg's slaying at his dynastic palace, it appears his body has been absconded with, and taken straight to kind Mikola. Surely you recall that I once served Lord Mohg as a pureblood knight. After failing him in every regard, and losing sight of my vows. I'd do anything to make amends, in whatever meager way I can. What could they possibly have in mind for Lord Mohg's remains? The implications are rather unnerving. Freyja, by the gods. She must be feeling the need to reaffirm her allegiance before she heads to war. A true Redmane she is, hardly troubled by the rot. But no one is without their shortcomings. She has a hard road ahead. It does make one think. Perhaps our concerns are but two sides of the same coin.
Oh. Hello. I'm afraid I'm busy. Curse upon my lack of foresight. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance.
It does make one think. Perhaps our concerns are but two sides of the same coin. Well, what's this? Yes, I should have known. Even the truth was itself mere folly. As if using Lord Mohg to gain entrance to the Land of Shadow were not enough. He plans to use his corpse as the vessel of his king consort. He has forsaken Lord Mohg's soul. He desires only his empty shell. It beggars belief, but I'm afraid Tender Mikula fails to grasp the humiliation implied by this act. One thing is certain. My dear lord deserved better. Righteous Tarnished, you have my gratitude. You have given me the answers I needed, but I can hardly fathom it. Such folly. Unto the end. I am a warrior, but I've aged. I cannot afford to act hastily. Curse it all. I know my limits. I could spend the rest of my life honing my craft, and still that creature would be out of my blade's reach. The absolute folly of it all. Righteous Tarnished, could you please give this to Freyja? Thanks to you, she too will have the answers she requires. Freyja possesses a youth I no longer have. This knowledge will surely stoke the flames of valor within her. Yes. I can see her barreling into the fray right now. Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help.
I'm afraid I'm busy. Truly. I should have asked Ansbach to impart his knowledge when I had the chance. From Sir Ansbach? To me? What on earth could it... Oh. Yes. Of course. I see. As the Festival of War concluded, General Radahn's soul met an honorable end, but kindly Mikula wishes to revive it, which is fine by me. I know it would pain old Jeren, but war has always suited General Radahn best, and certainly far more than any honorable death. Endless war to invigorate the soul, as befits General Radahn, the Great Lion. Thank you. Now I finally cast off my misgivings. Give my regards to Honorable Ansbach. Tell him, if we should meet in battle, to face your bow would be fine enough. But to face your blade would be an honor. All that remains is the fight. For our kind Mikola.
Perhaps I shouldn't meddle in her affairs, but this is the only way I can help. I should have expected as much from Freyja. Some things simply never occur to her. Paralyzing fear. True despair. That's Freyja through and through.
Oh, hello. Did you feel it? Mikola the Kind's enchantment appears to have broken. But while my devotion to kindly Mikola remains unchanged, by my troth I am not so sure about the others. No, wait. Perhaps this is a blessing in disguise. I can wield my sword to cull the undeserving, those unfit to bask in tender Mikola's presence. I should have thought of this earlier. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikola's side. Thiolier. It's true. His devotion to St. Trina is plain to see. I fear his vows to Mikola the Kind are merely secondary. But for this very reason, Thiolier is incapable of betrayal. St. Trina's love for kind Mikola is boundless. She is, after all, his other half. Or perhaps her feelings go beyond even that. Even if she was left behind, I doubt her heart would waver. Right. It's time to begin ferreting out those of us who don't deserve to be at kindly Mikola's side. The Hornsent. On one hand, he trusts Mikola the Kind to bring salvation to his people. With the enchantment lifted, his vengeful passions may once again ignite. But surely he'd be mindful of kindly Mikola's promise. On the other hand, the Hornsent does present his own dangers. Perhaps your concerns are well-founded after all. Allow me some time to mull it over.
Intriguing. What remains there to be said? Do you presume us allies even now? Though Mikola's spell is newly broken, I must profess, the spell mattered little. Uphold his covenant, Mikola shall, and in godhood redeem our rueful clan. Then Marika and vilest Erdtree both will at last be from divinity wrenched. And surely, contented I will be. But first, clear resounds the call of vengeance. The Impaler, Messmer, must pay his due. In vengeance for the flames, my blade I wield. How could I allow myself to forget? Revenge alone assures me peace of mind. Think not to hinder me upon my path, lest you too wish to face the reckoning.
Ah, there you are. It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I believe it wisest to eliminate the Hornsent. If he were to point his blade at Sir Messmer or Queen Marika, perhaps it would not matter. But vengeance changes a man. And one day, his blade may turn towards Mikola the Kind. Kindly Mikola is, after all, the true golden child. Even if he discards every last drop of his being, his lineage will always remain. I believe the Hornsent suspects what I have in mind. He never placed his full trust in me, even under the effect of kindly Mikola's spell. He must have recognized something. The scent of the killer that slept within me. The stench of crusted blood. I will follow the Hornsent. To have his revenge on Sir Messmer, there is only one place he will go. The Black Keep.
What cruelty is this? Who would rob me of my one vital purpose? Am I so feeble, witless, dull of blade, that vengeance was never to have been mine? Oh, mother. Oh, most cherished wife and child. It seems vengeance was not mine to enact. Where now should I point my tired blade?
Ah, there you are. It took me long enough, I know. But I've made my decision. I'm going to leave the Hornsent to his own devices. With the object of his vengeance gone, his blade has grown dull. In that state, I don't imagine he will ever fight again. I needn't bother with him. Lest, of course, another target for his retribution should appear. I know I shouldn't let myself, but I suppose it's only natural to feel the weight of one's deeds at times like these. There's plenty left to be done, and I will see to it. Who else, I wonder? I don't enjoy casting suspicion on anyone I've called a comrade, but it's a small sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. We must eradicate all doubt. Ah, there you are. I'm afraid Sir Ansbach will have to be next. He insists that he's nothing but a worn-down over-the-hill soldier. But in his day, he was the feared commander of the pure-blood knights, who cleaved open Mikkel the Kime with his blood blade. He claims he hasn't the spirit to take up his sword again, but I doubt it'll be very long before he recalls, as I have, the cascading sheets of blood. I'm afraid he cannot be left to fester. I've come to a realization. There's ample evidence. Without kindly Mikkela's influence, I'm quite mistrustful of others. Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. You're ambivalent, and exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I. You are thorough indeed, Lady Leda. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do and will not simply lay down and die. Have you lost your wits? By my troth, you have no such debt to this old man. Though I gladly welcome your decision. Now I might even live to see the hero.
So you've chosen your side, despite having no death as a Lord of Blood. I suppose it was Sir Ansbach who won you over. Fine. One more heart for my blade to skewer. Perhaps I should have known not to challenge the two of you alone. I take my leave. For now.
Lady Leda, I ask you keep kindly Mikkela in your care.
It was never kindly Mikkela, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along. so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords. Such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Miquella the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now. Don't you dare approach Miquella the Kind. Needle Knight Leda, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane, Freyja. The time has come. I cannot hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
Dignity of my lord and master, Mohg. Righteous tarnished. It appears that our interests have aligned. Alarm upon my soul it is that we do not meet today as enemies. Now, my blade. Watch closely.
You and I fighting. Tragedy this is. Oh, Miquella, please. Redeem our clan.
I never could have imagined it. That you might be the Erdtree's rightful lord. Such as it is, this battle could not be more fitting for the birth of a new god and the coming of a lord.
How readily the sensation returns. The runaway spirit of war.
Miquella the Kind will help us forget.
You were fine. In your heart, truly, a glorious battle. It was.
I am deeply sorry. Without you, I am here only to grant Trina's singular wish. I will stop Miquella the Kind. You will never become a god.
Or perhaps St. Trina. I'm sorry for speaking to you as a compatriot when we stood before the Withered Arm.
Lady Leda, your suspicions were dead on. In the end, I could not bear the memories of Lord Mohg and our pact of blood. Miquella, the god shall you rise.
By way of apology, I will reveal the marrow of my sword. Its needles that will stitch you into death. Make the world a gentler place.
Righteous tarnished. That was an astounding battle, to be sure. Now I suppose this leaves only one. But in truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter. I'm afraid I underestimated the lad. Appearing frail in both body and mind, I presumed he'd be like to stumble upon the field of battle. What a fool I was. He serves another master, but Setiolier performed magnificently. Perhaps he too quivers with anticipation, as do we. Oh. Something you want to get off your chest? Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it? Who defeated Lord Mohg. Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel. And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain? I blame the enchantment more than anything. Righteous tarnished. We will have our victory. I swear upon my blood. General Radahn. A pleasure to see you, after all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mohg will have his dignity.
Sir Ansbach, I will dispose of you. I find that I have a new apprehension. Your ambivalence, and exactly where it might lead you.
So, you would cull an old man such as I. You are thorough indeed, Lady Leda. I would expect nothing less. As you surmise, I do, and will not simply lay down and die with them.
Oh, fancy meeting you here. I am pleased. Now go and make yourself useful.
So you've taken Lady Leda's side. I'm glad she stands with an ally. She tends to overestimate the burden she must carry alone.
Sir Ansbach. Ah, there you are. I appreciate the help in battle. None can deny Sir Ansbach was a truly great man. We can be proud that we were the last opponents he ever faced. You are an odd one, aren't you? The enchantment is broken. And yet you alone appear completely unchanged, as if nothing was ever cast upon you. No matter. If you found your way here, it was because kindly Mikula wished it so. But I am afraid this is our farewell. When next we meet, let it be under the eyes of Mikula the Kind. Goodbye, comrade.